like everybody. This is Dane from the Local Study Centre of Aberdeenshire Library Services. This is part 9 in our series of Aberdeenshire witches. Enjoy.
We're now going to look at the witches of Banff and Buchan. So we have been going around in the series of podcasts of various parishes, and we're now going to look at Banff and Buchan. Now, Banff and Buchan was involved very heavily in the Second Panic, the 1597 Panic, and there was a very active accusation of a witch cell or a coven within the area of Fraserburgh and Peterhead. And indeed, the commissioners, under the authorisation of the king and the parchment that they get from Aberdeen as being the focal point for the judiciary, that they were very active in the area. Almost 80 people were investigated, resulting in 30 women being accused, executed, and going through the process that I have outlined in earlier podcasts. Although some of them did end up in going to Aberdeen, because we were further north, and of course we're into the clan area of the Gordons, there was much more local justice done, much more the conviction, the trial, and the execution were carried out much more locally by the local sheriff or the kirk courts. So if we were looking at some of those who perhaps were accused, you have Marion Grant she was accused that she had actually had intercourse with the devil. Now, it's a hard one to take, isn't it, really, today? I mean, you can accept that she might have had intercourse, for sure, but with the devil, who rode a white horse, some would say she was on something, and maybe she was on something, but that was enough anyway, that she had admitted to having intercourse with the devil, and that she had danced and around the local stones. That one particular stone is there are a number of stones around in the Banff and Buchan area, but one is the Witch Stone on Witch Hill. So she was accused also of actually doing a good thing, in the sense that the Rowan tree and berry was very much a charm against evil, and she was accused of making these charms and giving them to people, and telling people that if they turn round 3 times, it always seems to be 3 times. There was another witch that was convicted of turning a baby, as I told you, as a midwife 3 times. It seems that Marion also advised people who bought these charms from her to turn around 3 times and cross themselves 3 times, and no evil will come to them. She also was accused of making cattle sick, and she, under torture of course, confessed all these to the local sheriff Thomas Wesley. She was tarred, barreled, strangled, and burnt.
And that's the end of part 9. Please join me again very soon for our final part of our series, Aberdeenshire Witches.